watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the girls soccer program at Chicago Christian High School in Palos Heights. With me today, we're very fortunate. On my right, we have head coach Keith Budinger, and on my left, I've got Peyton and Jillian, a couple athletes on the team, and we're going to talk to them about how the year is going, because I know we're getting into the very last part of it. Some big things coming up. But before we do that, Coach, I want to turn to you. Can you give us your background as a coach at Chicago Christian and with soccer?
No problem at all. Thanks, Dave. Yes, I've been, this is my first year as coach here. I've been a volunteer coach since, can you believe, 1986, a long time ago. I'm a retired corporate executive in oil and gas. So
I was going to say, you started coaching when you were 12 years old? Because you can't be old enough to start when you're...
Thank you very much. Nice compliment. No, I have been coaching a long time, and I got my coaching badges in the UK in 2012, and I've always, for about the last 25 years, been coaching sort of 5 to 18-year-olds. So I sort of specialise in coaching youth programmes, both here and in the UK. I still do some work for the English Football Association. I do some virtual coach the coaches courses online, and I also mentioned to you earlier I do some one-to-one coaching in Illinois. I've got a couple of autistic teenage kids I currently coach, trying to learn the game.
No, that's an incredible career. There's so many things going on there, and congratulations. Welcome to Chicago Christian, I guess, and we're very fortunate to have you here, so thank you for joining the program here. And we're going to talk about the program, but let me ask first, Peyton, what position do you play?
I play central defensive midfield.
You want to tell us what that position does?
Yeah, so they're like in the middle of the field, and they have the freedom to go forward, but also drop back to help the defense on the defense.
Right, so you're a big part of what's happening on both sides of the midline, right? How about you, Jillian?
I play center back, which is a defensive position, so I'm more of like swooping up the clutter that gets all the way back towards the net.
I like it, swooping up the clutter, all right? Is that the technical term for it?
That's an English expression, yeah, sorry about that.
All right, and then, Coach, I'm going to ask you to talk about the season in general, but how about for yourself specifically? How do you feel about how you're doing this year, how the team is doing this year, Peyton?
I think that as a team, we are going out there and we're fighting and doing our best every single game. We've definitely had our challenges this season, but we've never let that keep us down. And I think a great quality of our team is we're always going out there doing our best and never giving up. And so I'm proud of my teammates and myself for doing that.
That is a tremendous, as a coach, I'm thinking, listening to that, that's what I would love to hear, that when you face a challenge, though, it doesn't stop you. Mm-hmm. You don't back down or give up. You find a way to keep moving through it. Jillian, how about for you?
Yeah, I think also just what Peyton said, we don't give up. We have a lot of tough games that the competition is just hard, and we just we really try to give it our best no matter what the score is in the game.
All right, good. Again, your best no matter what, and that's all you can hope for, right? The best, and things will go where they may. Based on those attitudes, how has the team done this year? What does it look like going into the end part of your season here?
Well, I think there's an old expression that says you need to lose sight of the shores to discover new lands. And as a team, as a group, first of all, the girls have been outstanding in terms of their commitment. And if you ever want to be in the trenches with a team of girl soccer players, the 13 girls I have been outstanding. They've never given up. So we only have a very small roster this year. I was told the smallest ever for the school. So we have a major rebuild to undertake. This is year one. I have 5 really good senior players who have stepped up and done a really outstanding leadership job for the team. And I think it's now about looking to the future, rebuilding the roster, and trying to change the philosophy a bit to where it's not all about winning at all costs. We need to develop the values, and that's why I brought this. The values of the school. It's not just about winning. We want to be competitive, but we want to also have fun, enjoy the game, play the game the right way, and all things like that.
Yeah, there is a lot more to winning. Is a lot of fun, it's enjoyable, but that really should be secondary to all the other great things that are part of being an athlete, a coach, working in a competitive setting, right?
Yeah, it's something that the game is changing quite a bit. And certainly in coaching terms, players and clubs are realising that to motivate players, you've got to look a bit more than just sort of ranting and raving from the sideline. You've got to encourage and try and develop the right skills and techniques at sort of fairly young age, and that's really, the foundation for the program here is to start working on, building the basics and getting it right. And it's going to take time, but we've had a great start, and I'll say it again: the girls this year have just been incredible, magnificent. They're just fought. That they know as well. That I talked about Churchill earlier, and they never give up, this team, and they don't. We've had some wins, we've had some losses, we've tied games. We've lost penalty shootouts, we've won penalty shootouts. We've had great support. The parents and grandparents have been turning up and cheering them on. So it's just trying to build a great spirit for the program, and the girls have certainly set a great example this year. I'm very proud of them.
Good. No, that's great to hear. There's always a foundation that has to be established, and it sounds like there's a lot of great things happening to make that possible. I want to turn away from soccer for just a second. I want to ask, favorite subject in school?
I really like physical education, like PE, strength training.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into the sciences, and we actually have like a biomed science classes, like 4-year class here, and those are pretty cool. We get to do labs and stuff.
All right, awesome. And then how about any other clubs or sports at Chicago Christian?
I'm on the student council, and I'm on like the school spirit committee, which helps with like planning all the sports events, and just like all of those things. So that's very like sport motivated too. So I really enjoy like sports and stuff like that.
Sure, a lot of fun, high energy things at events. Yeah.
I ran cross country as for another sport, and then other clubs I do NHS and DECO, which is kind of like a business club, and ACES, which is pretty fun.
All right. No, it sounds like you both have a full plate going on. Like there's a lot happening there. A little bit of ways for Peyton, I think. Jillian, you're a senior though, right? But I'm going to ask both of you, do you have plans after high school yet? Like what does it look like for you? Peyton, you want to take this first?
Sure. So I'm planning to go to Trinity Christian College. That's my plan as of right now. I'm not positive on what I want to study yet, but I think something in like education would be great for me. So that's my plan as of right now.
You have a little time to figure that out, but
Yeah.
are you talking like maybe a teacher then, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then Jillian, how about you?
I'm planning to go to Lipscomb University in Nashville, and I'm also actually planning to study education.
Another teacher?
Yeah.
Maybe science? Is that?
Maybe, yeah.
All right, well, good luck to both of you. We can always use great teachers. And then a final question for all of you, a person of inspiration for you in your life, whether as a coach or an athlete. There's a lot of things to celebrate, but sometimes you need to draw inspiration from people. Who might that be? Coach, you want to go first?
Well, being from the UK, it has to be Sir Winston Churchill, doesn't it? Voted the greatest ever Briton by a BBC poll, I think back in 2002. Probably the greatest leader on the planet, and somebody that inspires me and has all throughout my career. And on the soccer field, as I said earlier, never give up is it's out there every team talk,
Right.
So Winston Churchill for me.
Well, those are powerful words to live by in any situation, right? Never give up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I think when I watch other games, I see teams give up, and it goes back to we need to try and win games because it does help confidence and morale. But if we don't win, we just need to come off the field feeling we've done a really good job and we've given our best, and that's all I can ask of them, and that's what they've done this year.
Well, that's an achievement too, right? Especially with teenagers. Let me turn to you guys. How about person of inspiration for you?
There's two people for sure. Definitely my dad, because he's a soccer coach himself. So just him like coaching me as I've grown up has just been great and helped me to develop as a player. But also my mom, who's really helped me develop as a person and instilled that I should always be like a hard worker and give my best effort. So both of them have really helped shaped me as who I am, like as a person and a player.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Shout out to Peyton's parents. That's wonderful that you have parents like that you can feel are so supportive in all those ways. Julian, how about you?
Yeah, honestly, I was going to say my parents too. They've been really good leaders for me, and they teach me how to be strong. But also, honestly, I got to give a shout out to Coach Budinger over there because he just really shows us how to never give up. Honestly, he's saying how we never give up, but truly he never gives up on us. He's always there on the bench to pick us up after we've been down. And yeah, he's definitely an inspiration for this team.
I say that is really nice, isn't it, to hear from your athletes that they know that you're there for them no matter what the moment is. Congratulations on that, Coach. Shout out to your parents, all right? It's wonderful to hear all these wonderful things about parents out there. thank you very much for being here today. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
taking the time. Good luck this year. Hopefully you finish out strong and you have a great end of the season and that rebuild is out there for you. Good luck, senior. I know you got, what, a month or so left?
Yep.
All right, enjoy the rest.
Thank you very much.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the girls soccer program at Chicago Christian High School. Thank you for watching.